You damn kids with your weed marijuanas and your crack cocaines. You're always getting in my way. Get off of my lawn, kids. Welcome to the Road to 40. I'm Jason Oliveira. Hey, listen, I got a lot I want to talk about tonight. I want to say that I'm very proud of how good my daughter did in Rent. She's performing in EC Glass, and she really... I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. Maybe I'm just one of those dads. I'm not a theater dad. She should have had the role she tried out for, because the girl that did it is really good, and I hear she's a really nice person. So I'm glad, she did as good a job as she did. However, I also know that I've watched Gwen sing Rent for the last 2 years, and she knows just about every part like the back of her hand. I feel like she really would have done a better job. Okay, I said it. I'll be that guy. I'm sorry. I can't remember her name. Megan Kenny, I think. I apologize. Megan? No, it's her sister. I can't remember. Anywho, she did a great job. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like in this case, not in every case, because she's very talented, but in this case, I felt disappointed that she didn't get it. So, if you're wondering. My son Grayson got stung or bit by a bee for the first time tonight. A hornet was in the bed, and he didn't cry or anything. It just scared him. He was just like, hey, ow, ow. Well, Carol was there. I wasn't there to see it. But that makes me so sad. I remember the first time I got stung by a bee when I moved to Virginia. I was mowing the lawn. I got stung 9 times in 3 days. I must have kept going over a yellow jacket nest. I didn't know they were in the ground at the time. I knew nothing about that. We didn't even mow our lawn back home. It was so small, our neighbor would just come over and do it. Probably because he had the lawnmower running and liked mowing lawns, I guess. I do. I love mowing lawns. If it was a little more flat, but our front hill, it's almost dangerous for us to mow the lawn. It's I wouldn't say it's a 45-degree angle, maybe like a 30-degree angle. It's a big pitch. So when you're going sideways, you have to kind of shift your body weight and move your foot out in front of you further than I feel comfortable getting it closer to the lawnmower. We used to pay somebody, but we're poor now. We used to pay somebody who was really cheap, but we're still poor now. That's not what I wanted to talk about tonight. Very disappointing, though. I watched a video. I just watched it a few minutes ago. I'm not going to say that I watched it and I've researched it, analyzed it, and come up with facts and figures. And yesterday, Huffington Post is a bitch to find anything on their Facebook site. Everything I'm about to say is very contradictory to how the message I want to give you tonight. Not like I am a man to give you a message. However, I watched a video. They have so many videos, I had to go to their website and do a search for the video because I couldn't scroll down far enough on Facebook. I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Never came to it. So I finally just shared it on their site. Then my pop-up blocker was blocking the Facebook share. I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't this letting me share? Made me really angry. And so I finally found it and I shared it. It's called, If This Video Doesn't Convince You to Put Down Your Phone, Nothing Will. And I'll share it. 3 minutes and 23 seconds. I gotta write that down. Bitches. I really, really recommend you watch it. You don't have to change your lifestyle because of it. But over the last few months, I've been coming to this realization that I'm on the computer more than I want to be. I'm on my phone more than I want to be. I enjoy drawing. I like being outside. I like spending time with my children. And I find that more and more of my time... Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but one of the things the video said was an average human with a smartphone spends 4 years of their life staring down at a screen. Maybe it's not just cell phones, because that seems like a lot of time over the course of the life. But I've disappointed myself, I think. The trap is so easy to fall into. I almost have to wonder if it's intentional, if they want... I don't know who they are. I don't know. When I say they, it could be the government. It could be investors. It could be the big oil. It could be Walmart. It could be the Koch brothers. It could be the cell phone companies. It could be advertisers. It could be the media. I don't know who they are when I say that. But I almost have to wonder if this is all just a plan of some sort to get us to stop interacting. Like, it did open up a world of communication, which I believe is awesome. Like, I think it's great that I can text people that I can't talk to every day, or I can, catch up on their lives on Facebook. I think that's a good use of technology. A bad use is just constantly like bitching online about things or sharing things that are going to offend another person, even though if they're really well said. This is one of those things that I think it's pretty universal. It's not an issue. It's not a left or right issue. It's not a Christian Muslim issue. It's a human issue. And we stopped, not all of us. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody, as soon as cell phones came out, just stopped having friends and going out and doing things and having game nights and talking and hanging out, because I do that a lot, but not as much as I'd like to. It's tough because I really do like having it, but it's more of a crutch than it is a helpful thing. Like, it's great that I can, check my email and text constantly. However, like, it's such a crutch. It really is. It's like this. I remember we had people over. It was about a year ago. I'm not going to say who the people were. I've said the story before, but I got out of the shower. I walked into a room, and everyone in the room was on their cell phones, playing games, texting, checking their Facebook. And I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? Like, how have we gotten to this point where even just talking to strangers, like, not like I ever went out of my way to be like, "Hi, stranger, how you doing? What is your day doing for you?" I don't know what I'm trying to say there. By the way, I had some old pipe tobacco, and that's, if you're wondering why smoke poured out of me. I don't have the ability or talent to do that. I can breathe fire, but smoke now. There's a world outside your window, wherever you're sitting right now. You could look out your window. You could see your yard. Wherever you are. Maybe you're at a bar. You can look outside. If you're at a bar, great. Then you're mingling. You're out. But even not like I'm above anyone. I don't want to make it sound like that. I'm just saying, from my own personal point of view, even I abuse it. I don't use it for what it should be used for. Like, I like having it for a case of an emergency, or if I'm at the grocery store and see if Carol needs anything or something like that. That's good. I like it for texting friends back home like Corey and stuff, because we don't talk that much on the phone. We do most of our conversing via textuals. And so that's nice. But, like, sometimes if the kids are watching a show or something like that, I find myself, instead of, like, pulling them away from it and going to do something like play chess or something, checkers. Nobody knows chess except for me here. I got to teach everyone, because there you go. There's a great thing that I haven't done in years. What's stopping me from doing that? I have a chessboard. I have chess pieces. And even if I didn't, I could get one for $2 at the Goodwill, let's face it. They're there all the time, and they're always cheap. I missed out on a Simpsons one, which is very disappointing. But I guess it's not my place to say that everyone should get rid of their cell phones, or at least just go down to their basic text and conversing needs. It's not my place to do that. There's people who live in big cities who love I'm not just saying just big cities. I'm just saying there's people who have that makes them happy. That's what makes them happy, then that's fine. But I think the things that make me more happy are real experiences. Like this, watch the video. Please watch the video. 8:55. I'll put it up there again. That's how much I really think you should watch it. Because it opened up something, and I'm going to sound a little, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just going to say it. It opened up something in my heart when I watched it that made me think of things that I hadn't thought about since before cell phones were a thing, or look at things a little differently. Like, I feel like you should listen to Possibility Days by Counting Crows off of the new CD, Somewhere Under Wonderland. That's another motivational, moving song, I feel. The worst part of a good day is knowing that it's slipping away. You know? And the best part. At least you know. You're aware of it. But it's so easy to let days slip away like that. Like, I'm on such a routine schedule, like with the kids and if I have to get groceries and going to work and what time I have to take a shower, what time we do homeschool, what time we eat. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I need to break shitty habits like that. Like, and start doing things outside the box and start living a little bit more. I'm not saying that, like, I don't live, because I feel like, compared to a lot of people I know, I feel like I'm living more than I have in years. And I only want to see that continue to grow. And I want to see that continue to grow in people I know and love. Like, it's sad to walk into a room and see everybody on their cell phones, especially if they're people that you only see, like, once every 3 or 4 months or something like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe even worse, maybe every 3-4 years. Like, that's sad. Like, I don't know where the line is, and I don't know how to, like, walk it. I guess that's my point. I just feel like there's a big world out there. I'm almost at the point where I'm willing to take a big leap of faith to change the way my life is going. Like, y'all know. Y'all motherfuckers know. Straight out of Compton. How much I want to move to California. There's a little voice that's calling me out there. I don't know if it's for something I'm supposed to do, or I don't know. I have no idea. But when you hear that voice and you're not following it, I think that's a problem. Like, and I'm not saying that voice is God. I'm not saying that that voice is your subconscious. I'm not saying that the voice is even real. I'm just saying I think everyone has those moments in life where they know they should be doing something else, or making a better effort, or making an effort to change what they don't like. Life's too short. So, you know, I'm almost half tempted to just take one of my next paychecks and just drive out to San Diego and apply for a shitload of jobs. Drive up to LA, drive up to San Francisco, drive home. If my car will make it, probably not. But I mean, I know that's a lot of money because, well, you got to get hotels and stuff. But, like, I just feel like if I did that and nothing came of it, I'd feel a little bit better about myself. And I know there's smaller steps that I could take. You know, I could be sending out a lot more resumes. I could be getting on the phone with companies and being like, listen, I really would love the chance to just Skype with somebody, or even fly out there and just see if, you know, it would work out. I want to make art. I don't care what kind of art it is. I don't care if I'm writing or designing or drawing or sketching or painting or whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I guess it's that voice. It's the voice that just won't fade away. And I don't think it should. I think it should keep screaming louder and louder, and keep screaming louder and louder till I get off my ass. I know a lot of you have gotten off your asses and done things that were outside of your comfort zone, and you've shared them with me on here and on Facebook, and it's great. And so if you've got any more stories, or if you have anything you'd like me to talk about on here, just post them in the comments below. Another thing that he mentions on here is people have begun to live their life by the number of followers and likes they get. And that's sad too. And I find myself doing that with YouTube. Not so much with Facebook. I could give a shit less with Facebook. I'm sharing stuff. If people are interested in reading it and liking it, that's fine. If not, I really don't care. Not that, I mean, not in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't affect me. I'm not like, my life is over. No one liked that post I put up there. No, it's true. That's exactly how I do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you challenge yourselves, and I hope you don't settle for complacency, and I hope that you rise up, and I hope we as a people unite a little bit better, and we change the way that the world is going. I also heard an interesting fact today. Our Earth is 4.6 billion years old. Some may say 4,000 years, some may 5,000, 6,000. They're stupid. There's too much evidence to the point. Nonetheless, that's not my point, and I don't mean to offend anybody. I really don't. I apologize if I did. 4.6 billion years. If you break that down and make it 46 years, that means we've only been on the Earth for, I think they said it's like, is it 4 years? I think it was. And based on those numbers, we've killed 50% of our trees in what would accumulate to, like, I think it's like 4 hours or something like that. Or maybe it's like 4 weeks or 4 days. I don't know the statistics. I can't remember what it was. And I don't know if it was true or not either, but I'm sure it's close to it. But we think that we have an eternity left on this earth. But we probably have less than, I'm willing to say, 2,000 years if we keep going the way we're going with, global warming and car emissions and not reducing that more across the board too. Not just California, not, things are changing. I do see things changing. I hope it keeps moving that way and it doesn't get worse at some point. I mean, I guess you can't expect the best all the time. Well, anyway, in case you didn't know, I'm Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40. It's my nightly vlog where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. Sometimes I stumble over my words. If you're loving them like I'm loving them, please subscribe and pass them along to anybody who you might know who might be interested in hearing me talk at night. Every now and again, I know I'm going to start spreading these out. I hate the nights that I sit here and I try to make up something to talk about. It's pointless. I'm not going to do it anymore. There will still be 365 episodes by the end of this road. However, we'll call this one 182. I'm not going to say, this is the middle of the road, my friends. And this is decision-making time in my life and hopefully all your lives, too. Making some right decisions, some better decisions, fixing some things that might be broken in you, Let's make each other the best people we can be. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow, or right now. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. I'm Jason Oliveira, and if it was raining right now, I'd be singing and dancing in it. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to go sit on the porch. You guys have a great night. I'll see you a little bit further on down the road. 240. Oh, hey, Dr. Carl Mitchin. I forgot to say hi to you tonight. Hello, Mr. Oliveira. Can you say goodbye to everybody? Of course I can. All right, go ahead. Oh, Dr. Carl. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night or whenever. Actually, not tomorrow night. I got D&D, so a little further on down the road. Good night.